Hello, I'm going to be tarot reading right now, and I pulled out a card already to kind of, I guess, guide the reading. And we got the Ace of Swords. We'd like to see. Hopefully it focused on that, but we'll see. So the Ace of Swords. What do you need to know about the Ace of Swords? Just take these three and see where we go from there. Well, we have more swords for your Ace of Swords. Okay. In no particular order, we have the Page of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Hermit. I love this deck. This deck is so pretty. Okay. The Ace of Swords is... This feels kind of fun to me, honestly. I'm a very more of a swordsy person, so that could be why it feels fun to me. Some people are just like, swords, no, but like, you also have the quote-unquote good swords. The Two of Swords here, Two of Swords is usually about choices. You have these scales in this card. I don't know if I showed you well enough, but they're holding some scales in this card, so that definitely can be about you weighing some of your options for a new idea. Maybe you've been inspired about something new, and whether or not you're going to follow it, or maybe you have multiple ideas. I kind of don't think it's multiple ideas, though. I think it's more like you have an idea or maybe a concept of an idea and you want to follow it, but you don't know which direction to take it in. So I think the decision is more about which direction to take it in. And I think also with this Page of Swords here, you're really curious and you want to explore it. But what comes after the Page of Swords is the Knight of Swords. I didn't pull the Knight of Swords, but the Knight of Swords is about determination, just like really focused direction. And the Page of Swords doesn't necessarily have that. So I think you're feeling too Page of Swordsy and you'd rather feel like a knight. You'd rather feel like you have a lot of motivation and direction in one way, but you feel more like a Page of Swords where you just kind of want to soak it all in and you want to be curious about every fucking aspect of it. And I feel like even though you have this Two of Swords here, I think this Two of Swords is saying that you feel like you need to choose, but you don't need to. I don't think you actually need to choose which way to take this concept or this idea in or whatever. I think it's just you need to be... We have this Hermit here, and this Hermit is about deep meditation and really like going deep into something. And so maybe you just need to kind of, I don't want to say isolate yourself necessarily, but isolate your focus onto this one thing and then dig deep. Go through all of, it's like, instead of like seeing the idea as like the concept of the idea, because you don't know which way to follow it. So instead of like seeing the tree and only following one branch system, instead you're going to go deeper and you're going to follow all of the branch systems, and then you're going to go down deeper and you're going to follow every single root system, like every single root line that goes down and all of its branching parts, and you're going to come back and you're going to go to the other one. Like, I think that's what this is asking you to do, or maybe not say asking you to do, but approving that you're allowed to do. So I feel like you are only allowed to choose one way. You're only allowed to go down one path. When it's like, actually, why don't you explore all of it? Take the whole map and just really, really dig deep into it, all of it at once. Which sounds very overwhelming. But I feel like with this Page of Swords is saying you go ahead and give into your curiosity, give into the joy of just going crazy with it, whether or not you feel like you have a direction, and just enjoying, like, this Ace of Swords. I don't know if I think I showed it to you, but it has like this rainbow. It's very colorful. It's actually one of the more colorful swords cards in this deck, and it's just very joyous in my opinion. Like, there's a lot going on, and I feel like it's saying, yeah, let a lot go on. it's just that one thing and explore all aspects of it. And then maybe later on there'll be a time where after you've explored all aspects of it, you'll be asked to focus it a little bit more. But I feel like for now you have free reign to like do all of it, explore all of it, learn all of it, and to just enjoy being in the moment with that. And again, the Hermit is here, so I feel like you might feel like this is the only thing your life revolves around, but it's also every aspect of that concept, so you don't feel like you're like boxed in too much, I guess. Yeah, I feel like that's it, honestly. Let me see if I feel like a word of encouragement. I always like ending with that, a word of encouragement on my own. I think we're just gonna take this top one. Oh, nice. I really like that. That's a nice card. And then we're gonna take, I think, an oracle. I feel like a Citadel. I'm gonna take one of these Citadels. Nice little extra word of encouragement. I'm kind of liking this already. Let's see. Come on. Sovereign. There we go. I shovel to shuffle sometimes. I'm gonna take this one, I think. Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Yeah, I think this encouragement is kind of just doubling down on what you were just told. But let's see. I'm going to look at this real quickly because I don't think I've really pulled this particular card, so, and I'm not familiar with all of them. Okay. This is fun. Okay, so the tarot card is the High Priestess. Let me try to show it for you. This is a really fucking pretty High Priestess card. Like, it's gorgeous. Anyhow, and then the Citadel card is the Scholar with investigation and research. And the Scholar, the Citadel, you always have to read the book because it's always like a little unexpected. Anyway, so the Scholar talks about basically feeling like you're at a dead end, and the solution is either that there is no good solution or that you need to try a different way. So maybe it could be that the solution you're looking for is like, what do I choose? And the answer is like, well, you don't choose. There's not an answer to that. You just do all of it. It could also be that maybe you have been trying to take a narrow pathway through this concept, and you've been trying to like only look at one thing, and then you get distracted, and you're just like, but this connects to this side of it, and then this side of it, and you're just like connecting all things. You're just like, oh no, I'm not like focusing on the one thing anymore. When it's like, no, you need to see all the connections, and it's okay to go wide and look at quote unquote all of the solutions, because there are no solutions. There's no one solution. It's like all of them at once kind of a thing. My thing with the High Priestess here, it's telling you to like follow your intuition and follow your instincts. Go with what feels right. And so I think that's really interesting to be paired with the Scholar, because Scholar you think of as logic, analytical of the mind, and while the High Priestess you think of like intuition and following kind of your gut feeling, if you want to put it in less feminine terms. It's kind of the same thing to me, but I feel like what is being asked of you is that you need a mixture of both, which personally I think is the best way to go for everything, is a mixture of both what you know as well as your intuition mixed together, and follow that through whatever it is, the idea, the concept that you want to explore, and let that lead you forward. into where to go next. And then if you feel like you should detour a little bit within that concept to another section, then that's totally cool too. I hope that made sense. Sorry, I'm watching Weird out my window. I hope that made sense. That's it.